welcome back to episode 238 of the Hit the Showers podcast, presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. As always, I'm your host, Clifford Jordan Jennings, here with my point man and co-host, Malco Big Rig Trucking CB Radio Head Ass. King, what's happening?
What's going on, Clipper? Can't finish the hike, Jordan Jennings. How we doing?
Shit, I'm cool. Don't worry about me. I got my guys with me. CT Ski, hey, Ron, what's happening?
What's good?
Cheers, my nigga.
Man, another week of basketball being shorter, huh?
Yeah.
Running this course down to the. Oh, it ain't even three yet. It is three. It's top the three, but I guess it's gonna be down to the top two. But
Yeah. We got one waiting.
We knew they was gonna be waiting over in the east. How easy it is over there.
Shut the fuck up. What was you about to say, Aaron?
Kyrie, man, motherfucking. I guess he's been doing it all year, but you know when it's the playoffs, you're the only game on. You got all eyes on you, and I mean,
that was his.
What you saying? You said Kyrie?
Kyrie, and then Luka acting like he's injured and shit, but he's not.
I was telling him about Kyrie this whole series. Like he'll come in the like second half or something. But he's like, why Kyrie got 0 points or something? But
then he
do everything else
in the second half.
That game though, that was a rough one for him. He had 16 points, 6 for 18, 1 for 6. Yeah, the game that they lost, they had the chance to close them out.
They had Alexander on them that time. Not Alexander, but what's the dude's name with the three names?
Alexander. Nikhil.
You said what?
McDaniels?
The dude with the three names on the
Nikhil.
Carl
Alexander.
Anthony Towns? What are we talking about?
We're talking about Shea cousin.
So you talking
about on the Mavericks?
No, I'm talking
on the Wolves that was guarding Kyrie.
They took Anthony.
Jaden McDaniels, Cliff. Jaden McDaniels.
No, not Jaden McDaniels.
No, it wasn't McDaniels.
Nikhil Alexander.
Yeah, that dude. Nikhil Alexander Walker.
Jaden McDaniels guarding Kyrie.
They switched it up. I think it was between him and old buddy because they took Anthony off of him. Right? They put a bigger guy on him. They put Anthony on Luka. So Anthony was on Luka most of the night, and he wasn't on Kyrie. They had what was his name?
He was ripping Luka. They was calling fouls and shit though.
What was that nigga's name, man? Now I gotta look his name up.
Yeah.
Alexander Walker. Nikhil Alexander Walker is his name.
Yeah, Nikhil Alexander Walker. Yeah, exactly. They had him and the other boy on. Too longer, a little bit.
I like when they bring in
longer defenders. That shit was messing them up. At least that last game, I think he'll figure something out. Game 5.
Yeah, nah, it was just a bad game.
You think so?
Yeah, it was.
I think they missing Derek Lively too.
It was a bad game on both of their behalves. Like Luka did drop to 28, but he was missing hella shots.
That's every game.
Right,
there was a lot of fouls ago too.
He puts up a lot of shots. He does put up a lot of shots. But
PJ Washington was missing that game.
Yeah, he didn't come through for real.
Yeah,
they put him on the bench.
Mm-hmm. And bring in Josh Green.
Surprised I don't give Tim burn.
You surprised what? You cut out.
I'm surprised I don't give Tim Hardaway more burn.
Hell no.
He was hurt most of the season.
Tim Hardaway Jr. had like a good run for a little bit. I will say that, but he's not.
You don't think Hardaway and see if he's hot or not? Put him in for 2-3 minutes. See if he start doing something.
Right.
I mean, yeah, you could do that, of course. But I'm just saying, I think they probably feel like and they got Kyrie now, so they don't really.
They bringing in Hardy before they bring in Tim Hardaway.
Yeah, they're bringing in a lot of niggas before they bring in Hardaway. Hardaway like 9th in the rotation. 9th, 10th.
Yeah, he must did something behind the scenes. I feel like he fucked up or something.
No, hell no, he ain't that tight.
That shit coming down.
Yeah, I don't know.
Put him on the Cavs.
Hell no.
Put who on the Cavs? Tim Hardaway?
Jr.
No. That's what they probably gonna
He
have.
would eat. Hey, Cliff. He would eat on the Cavs.
I mean, he probably would get some buckets. He probably would actually. Nah, I ain't gonna go that far.
He's like almost the exact version of Karis LeVert.
Right, an older one.
No. It's funny you said that, Aaron, because that's what popped in my head, right? I think personally that he's better than Karis LeVert.
Hell no.
A smaller edge, I might give you that.
Yeah.
Because he has more.
Curtis does more than just score. He does rebound. He can pass. Like I think Tim.
But Tim
Karis.
Remember, Tim dropped like 30. Remember in the play? Was it the last year, the year before in the play? Like this nigga was going in. Tim's proven that he can contribute.
He's more of a bucket than Karis LeVert is.
Right.
He's definitely
That's
more.
what
That's
I'm
hands
saying.
down. CT skipping.
Damn, see, you're not even driving and you skipping, and I'm driving and I'm cool. That's that Arizona Wi-Fi, boy.
Listen, I don't know what they got.
It's been a cloud in the sky in 2 years.
I might have
Their router's overheating.
an
Their router's overheating.
incoming
That's all.
sandstorm or some shit. I don't know what the fuck that's about. But what was we talking about? What was he?
Tim Hardaway versus Karis LeVert, as far as maybe who you would prefer. Or
I said that I think he's more of a bucket than him. I don't even think that could really be argued like that, but
right,
I do.
right.
Karis does a lot of other things better, but it's interesting because I feel like the things that Karis doesn't do the best, Tim does good as well.
And who's more reliable? It seems like Karis is more injury prone than Tim Hardaway is.
I mean,
Everywhere I've seen Karis,
I don't know if I'm willing to.
he seems to be hurt a lot. He's been hurt a lot. Okay, Pacers hurt, Cleveland hurt, Brooklyn hurt.
Yeah,
did Tim Hardaway play this season? He played this season, right? He played early on. Tim Hardaway Jr.
I mean, I don't know. I don't follow him enough to know how much playing time he gets, but I will say, regardless, he doesn't seem to be as injury prone as Karis LeVert.
How much?
He's played big minutes himself in the past.
How much
You
is
still talking about Tim Hardaway?
as opposed to Karis LeVert? Like, what's the salary?
Tim Hardaway Jr.
Tim Hardaway might be making $80 million, and Karis might be making 20.
That is
Karis-
That's
sad.
fine. I mean, but Aaron, there's plenty of
Tim
niggas
ain't making
that more than
Tim ain't making that much.
Curtis is probably making more than him. Y'all crazy.
I'm about to look it up.
No, if Karis is making more than him, that's fine. But sometimes niggas make more than they deserve. You know what I mean?
He's not
I know
better.
a couple niggas like that.
What's better for your cap space, talent wise? Like if one of those,
Man, Curtis is getting 3-year, 52.
Karis LeVert just signed with the Cavs a 2-year, $32 million.
Tim got.
And let's be honest, Cliff, you are a Cavs fan, so like you said, I know you know. Dan Gilbert.
Karis got the better deal. He's on a 4-year. Well, not really. Well, yeah, he do. Tim's on a 4-year, $75 million.
So he's making a little bit less.
Yeah, I would take Karis's contract over Timmy's.
And Curtis got it from Brooklyn. He got a 3-year, $52 million. I know Tim ain't never got that.
But that's fine. Tim, we acting like Tim's a starter. Tim's getting that as a backup.
Tim was a starter in New York.
Oh yeah, for a hot sec. I mean, for a hot second.
They were
But
very bad.
A hot second.
They were very bad.
And
yeah, they weren't the best. That was.
And he didn't start coming alive. He didn't start coming alive to me until he went to Dallas, in my opinion.
Well, Curtis been hooping in the league. Curtis was in Brooklyn hooping.
I somewhat agree with that.
What do you mean, somewhat?
Talking about what Malk said.
You know, CT.
Talking about what Malk said.
CT.
Okay.
CT, we know about Karis. This boy's homemade. You know he's from Columbus, G. We know
Went
about
to
Karis.
Michigan, won a championship.
Yeah,
Okay, and I respect that as a Michigan fan of football and sometimes basketball, but he's not that much better. If we're gonna say that he's better than Tim
Yes,
Hardaway Jr., he's
to
not
me,
that much.
I'll say what I'll say, and this is just as what's it called as possible, like dead down the middle. Like I have no dog in this fight.
Non-biased.
Yeah,
Non-biased.
right. Karis LeVert does everything on the court at an average a level.
Right. Thank you.
Maybe certain things slightly above average. Tim Hardaway does not have nowhere near as big a bag as Karis does. But the bag that he does have, I feel like he uses it more.
Is it like a better offensive bag? Like a better
Definitely a better offensive bag. And here's the thing, because I can see where CT is coming from, right? Because I see glimpses in Karis where I'm like, oh yeah, like dog these niggas. But I think it comes down to like certain people just don't have that in their head. Like I'm going at them. Like I'm gonna score. I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause Karis defers a lot. It's my biggest issue with him.
Following that LeBron formula.
And don't get me wrong, sometimes we need him to. Coming from a Cavs fan perspective. But it's like, my nigga, if you got it, use it.
So he's more, but Karras is like, you know, he's his position, he's like a 6th, 7th man, so your points off the bench. Like when you come in the game, he wants you to score. You're not supposed to be passing the ball.
Right. But I guess my thing about it, no, you can pass the ball. You can pass the ball because see, here's the thing about it is
pass it. I get what you're saying, but your main focus is to get buckets.
Right. Like especially if they have you coming off the bench with the second team, because he does get rotation with both, you know, with first team, second team, whatever. But if you're coming off the bench with the second team, then you can't keep that same energy. You know what I'm saying? Like you do it. Don't just give it to them to do it. You do it. You got it in, you do it.
I feel like they're very similar players. Like,
They are.
the difference between them is like almost razor thin.
There'd be no point in having them both. Let's put it that way. And I know.
If you traded Tim Hardaway Jr. and got Karis LeVert, I would question your general manager skill. Just
Right. Well, that would also depend on contract. See now. No, you good. I was just saying that before you cut out. I was saying that I can't even remember what the fuck I was saying.
Okay. Did you freeze? I said, did you freeze up?
Oh no, I was saying Karis has a bigger bag. Tim Hardaway's bag is smaller, but he uses it better, definitely offensively. But I can see where you was coming from because I see it in Karis, like when he plays, like, oh nigga, you got shit, you just ain't showing us. And it's like that's what frustrates me. Like you might not have mentally what Tim Hardaway Jr. has. Like I'm a scorer, I'm a kill, I'm a get it. But I know you got the ability in you. And that's where it's like, between the two, we splitting hairs.
Let me see what it's
spending way too much time talking.
Bro, his career high is 51 points.
But keep it a buck. I'm not
I
pressed about
Tim
it.
Never had 51. Like
who had 51?
Curtis LeVert in Brooklyn. March
Curtis?
3rd, 2020. Like he's been a bucket.
This nigga said Curtis. That nigga hit us with 51 in a bulletproof vest.
Curtis
and a Yankee fitted.
Man, like, and then he had 43, 2021, and then he had 42 2/4/2022, and then
No,
he
he
had
definitely has the ability.
and then he had 41/10/28/2022. Then he's had 37. I know Tim Hardaway is not doing this.
You know, you like Karis more than Tim Hardaway.
I'm not saying. I'm just saying. I like Tim Hardaway game too, but I'm just saying he's not.
I bet you now that
He ain't
all
got.
that being said, I bet you look up they averages per game and they similar.
Let's see what Tim Hardaway talking about.
Because Karras do have them games. He do have them nights where he do go off, but then he also put up 11.
What's the name? What's the name? Brandon Jennings or some shit. Brandon Jennings is better than him, but Brandon Jennings will fuck around and have 50 points. The next game he'll have 13.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes
Okay.
motherfuckers was hating on my nigga Brandon. They tried to run him up out of the league.
I mean, one of the last come out of high school.
He had Ben Simmons syndrome too.
Damn, Tim had 41. 1/15/2024.
You said what?
He had a game where he had like 10 threes or 9 threes or something like
Yeah,
that.
but look who he's playing with though. Like you just shooting threes. He's not putting the ball on the ground, getting to making passes like Curtis and stuff. Like Curtis had 7 assists.
Karras.
Curtis, Levert. I'm just gonna call him by his last name.
Curtis Jackson.
I just said that because it sound like Curtis when you.
Good.
But
Like
Yeah.
Ferris Bill Karras.
Levert.
What
Yeah.
happened to your shirt?
But-
Huh? Got hit with a water gun?
Hell yeah. Something like that. Got hit with something, baby. Yeah. I got hit with something. You right, Aaron?
This year's drugs are bad.
man, that's a motherfucking iron on. That ain't got no shit. No, I'm just playing.
A lot of them, if you got that shit from a nigga with braids in the old Crown Vic, that shit fake. You know?
Oh, I forgot Curtis played with the Pacers for 2 years. He was averaging 18 and 20 with them.
I said the Pacers.
Drafted by the
Breaking out when I said it.
drafted by the Pacers, I think. Wasn't
Brooklyn.
he? You drafted by Brooklyn.
No,
Brooklyn.
yeah, it was.
Because remember him and D'Lo went to the
Yeah.
playoffs one year.
Yeah,
He played with Mikal too. He played with Mikal Bridges. They was on the same thing.
no. He was been gone by
For the
then.
Cavs now. Yeah, he played for the Cavs. He
Yeah.
played for the Pacers. And
He
Cavs.
had a season with the Cavs when Mikal got traded to Brooklyn.
I thought they was on the same.
Nah.
They was Jared Allen now. They was on the same.
Yeah, Jared Allen
Jared
and
Allen.
Karras was.
Still on. They got traded together, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, shit. I don't know. I mean, it seemed like. But I really don't know. I don't know what to think. Because Mock's not wrong either. When you had your technical issues and popped back on, Mock was saying Karras has been hurt everywhere he's went. He has. Jared Allen is the same way. Hurt everywhere.
You don't see a lot of durable players anymore, though. Either they're far and few between.
Well, no. So durable would be I don't know if I would use that term. Because we can have a durable player that'll still take what do they call them days? Where they just sit out.
Vacation?
I mean, you might as well call it PTO, right. You might as well call it PTO. Nah, but they call it, what do they,
Rest?
not like, what do they call the CT when the niggas are going to sit out a game?
They
DMP.
say rest.
No, not a DMP. DMP's what it goes down as, but
I usually hear them say,
it's not a minutes restriction. They call it something slick. You know what I'm talking about now.
Kawhi Leonard, like
Kawhi Leonard and Ben
low
management. There we go.
Yeah,
That's exactly. I knew CT would. Yeah, low management is what I'm saying.
Why low management Leonard?
But what I was saying was you could be durable and still be in a low management situation. My whole thing is, what kind of injuries are you taking? And right, I mean, for Jarrett, definitely. Jarrett, I've said it, he's ending up looking like you're falling into like the Anthony Davis category where it's like, yeah, you'll give us good minutes when you play, but you're never around when we need you.
AD's a Olympic gold medalist, Cliff. Can't disrespect AD.
Man, that nigga came out of Kentucky onto that Olympic team. And I believe that was the only time that's happened. No, twice. Because I think Roy.
What's that tell you?
No, it wasn't Roy. Who was it?
He won with Kobe. What's that tell you? And Bron.
No, you can't say that. You can't say he won with Kobe and Bron.
He did win. At least Kobe was there.
On the Olympic team, yes, but not on the squad that you got a ring with.
Right, but that's when he got the first taste of winning.
I get
at the highest level.
Oh,
I get it.
So he won at Kentucky.
And regardless of you winning, it doesn't change the fact that motherfuckers were making memes out of how much you was getting injured. You can be winning. You can change and get better and, like Aaron said, more durable to stay around and start winning. But it doesn't change the fact that people put you in a boat where it was like blow hard and he's going to get injured. And what I'm saying is Jared Allen is vastly approaching that same narrative. My nigga, you're always hurt.
But AD, what I'm saying is AD can get a pass because you know why? At the end of the day, he can put his hands up in the ring. He can pull his bling out around his neck. And he can show you the other.
I agree that he does have more
accolades.
Definitely more accolades. I was gonna say more security, like more job security for sure.
Didn't he make the what's it called, Cliff?
He made the top 75.
He's in the MVP conversation a lot.
Right.
Top 75, yeah.
Jared Allen at best is a supplemental all-star.
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, I give you, he is injured a lot. I think.
He do.
I think Anthony Davis, though, being the position that you are in the hierarchy, being as injured as he is, I think that looks better. I think that looks worse.
Right. So let's put it like this, just to put it in perspective, and so you understand me clearly. If I had a choice between an injury-prone AD and an injury-prone Jared Allen, I'm not screaming get rid of AD.
Right.
But in this situation, get rid of Jared Allen.
Right, I get what you're saying, yeah. Well, you got Evan Mobley as well. That's why you feel the way.
Well, I really don't want Evan Mobley playing the 5.
Take him too.
Well,
no, don't take him. I don't want Evan gone.
I meant just having another big in general.
Right, but see,
okay with saying that.
That's the security of it. Put Evan at the 4 so he doesn't have to bang around. He can shoot. He can do his thing. And then if worse comes to worse, you can move him to the 5.
Right.
But you need a big that's not going to guarantee him having to go to the 5 because that's when he gets hurt.
Bring back Andre Drummond.
You said what? Nah, Andre, we can't watch that. See, you throwing out old shit.
Yeah, he's a bull, but that nigga, he's a rebounder. He'll get you.
Right. Right now, the league is changing. It's no different than what I said about the Raiders. If they keep waiting on a quarterback, all these young quarterbacks are going to end up veterans. and they're gonna have a rookie going up against some real deal quarterbacks. It's no.
Bulls for a second after that.
You said what?
You talking about the Bulls for a second after that?
Yeah, for sure. But it's no different with Cleveland. The center position is evolving. Jared Allen he falls more in line with a prototypical center than he does with a new age center. If you're going to go out and get a center, you don't get an Andre Drummond. You get somebody that's going to fit within your team dynamic that has that new age to him.
Yeah, it's not that old game. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, what about the Bulls?
The Lonzo Ball, MCL transplant. He got a transplant from a donor for his knee.
For real?
Yeah, he's talking about coming back next year. That's how he saw. Yeah. He got an MCL transplant. They said as a fan, I personally think it's probably like a friend of the family. Somebody probably like, hey, look, here goes $70,000. When's the last time you sprint? Seriously, you can get that MCL.
Right.
So Lonzo's projected to come back next year, and I'm not sure how I feel about that because I'm like,
did they transplant both of them?
I think it's just one, the one that the one that wasn't regenerated.
Are they keeping the other one on ice?
The one that he had before then?
No, whoever donated one. Did you get both of them out of them, and did you put one on ice?
Probably. Probably so. That's a good point. Probably so. I would say so. Hey, look, you want to give me one? What if I pop my left knee next year? You got me?
Right, something.
In fact, let's go ahead and take that up out of him right now.
And let's be honest. If it was somebody from the fam, we don't know that your family history is good when it comes to them knees, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been like a friend of the family.
Here, Jello, let me get that Jello. You don't need
Is that the first time I heard that, though? That's the first time I ever heard somebody getting an MCL transplant. Have you heard that?
No, I have not.
Okay.
That's I have not.
Like, is this new?
It has to be.
So can niggas get other niggas ACLs? Is that possible?
I mean, I'm sure if you got the right amount of money, you can get motherfuckers is getting box installed. You hear what I'm saying? I'm sure you can get some ACLs installed if you need them as well.
It's gonna be a lot of niggas walking around.
Right, stem cells.
Motherfucking Lonzo Ball done got the best transgendered surgeon to install his motherfucking.
Got the knees of a 13-year-old girl.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah,
I thought that was interesting. I ain't never heard of that.
This nigga got his knee pussies replaced. I don't know what the fuck.
If that's a journey to the bag, hey.
I mean, if you got it enough to be able to do that. If I was him, though, I ain't even gonna stunt. If I was him and the surgery went well and all that, and they said that it took. Because, see, that's another thing. Just because the part is compatible doesn't mean that the body accepts it.
Body may reject it.
Right.
Take those pills, whatever the fuck. Those, you know what pills I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I wouldn't. Well, I don't even know that I would take them. I would go straight overseas as soon as the surgery was done and start getting stem cell treatment. You know what I'm saying? That way you're introducing a third party that the body has no choice but to accept that can mediate the situation. Like, come on, guys. That's all, you know.
Are there rules against that?
Hell no. You can't test it against stem cells.
He tested positive for stem cells.
Never know.
But I mean, your body produces them naturally. You're just having somebody synthetically
a booster.
Yeah,
like a booster.
add more into the.
A baby or infant has more stem cells than a grown adult.
I agree. So
that's the controversial part of it.
So maybe once they start making their testing harsher and they check your stem cell levels, they might hit you. But I just don't understand how the upkeep of your body can be considered performance enhancing.
If you use a drug to speed up a healing process, that's not in the rule book, right?
Right.
So, like when they use like Toradol and all other shit in their knees and shit, so they don't feel nothing.
Well, that doesn't have. I don't think that's.
But it's a drug though.
Right, but it's also classified as a medication. So I mean, let's be honest. But I feel like they're not going to drug test you for the drug that they need you to take to get back out there.
Right.
Basically, what you're describing is a skewed system. It's very gray. What we say works, but what you say we may not agree with. Because you're absolutely correct. But how many motherfuckers go to the locker room and get that shot?
What I'm trying to say is I'll be out there scouting niggas' knee. If you got hella balance, I'm gonna talk to this nigga. Hey, what's your
But let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. Let's take it a step further. If you gonna try to say that me getting stem cells is performance enhancing, then what the fuck is getting a new knee?
Knee replacement?
What is Lonzo's situation? I'm just taking a drug. He's getting some. We don't know if this isn't fucking Kimbo Slice's knee from, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody with a very powerful frame that, if I can't take a stem cell and all that's going to do is keep my body where it is or recover my injuries, but he can get a whole new knee.
Well, but that's not a boost, right? The knee is, like Aaron said, in replacement of the former knee. All right, look at it this way. All right, let's look at it this way. Let's use cell phones. Some niggas get a replacement phone, same phone, just got a replacement, right? Or similar, just got a replacement, right? Some niggas get the upgrade. Like, I got something with a little bit more bells and whistles. The stem cell to me is like the upgrade. You're building to get that boost, a little bit more bells and whistles. You know what I'm saying? To where this is a similar or the same replacement of something.
See, I don't think that it doesn't.
It has to be easy to replace a ligament.
I don't think. You said what?
The surgery has to be easier to replace a ligament than to replace a whole knee. The surgery itself.
Right.
Removing the whole
right,
knee.
no, I'm not saying, when I say a whole knee, I don't mean the entire knee.
Alright, I'm just making sure.
This nigga just gonna come out with one swollen ass knee, just one fat ass knee, and he like, this ain't my knee, but
then he's rookie of the year, and they got a 52 in vertical and shit.
No, I'm just being ignorant saying a whole knee. I know that it's just a ligament in the knee. But again, I say, whose ligament are you getting? Are you getting Usain Bolt's ligament? Whose ligament? And then to the point that you made, Malcolm, you're looking at it as an upgrade. But it's not upgrading. It's making sure your body's right. So your body's already at a max. So if you're an iPhone 10, all you're doing is stopping the updates from slowing my phone down. So from that standpoint, you can say it's performance enhancing because it's a longevity thing. But we already, you're trying to play for longer than the normal person would be able to back in the day. But they're already doing that.
Right.
So where is the boost at? Where am I boosting? I'm just getting my body righter for longer than the average person would be able to without those means. But we know LeBron been investing $1 million a year into his body since fucking 2013.
Yeah, basically, if you got
money.
If I'm playing basketball and I need a new liver or a new kidney, that shouldn't affect my eligibility because I need those organs
to live
and live.
Right.
But the function in general. So those aren't things I can, like, I don't think you control your knee health at all, really. It's an interesting question because I'm trying to just figure out, for one, who came up with the idea of, look, I'm going to ask this nigga if I can get his MCL real quick and I'm going to put it on you. And then, like, the second part of it is it actually works. Like, if it works, like, if he comes back next year and this nigga's
niggas is going to be getting MCL surgeries that don't need it. Like, oh, I can get this nigga's MCLs if I buy them and you'll put them in for me? You going to start seeing Derek White out there dunking like Anthony Edwards.
Derek Rose.
That ain't gonna give him that much boost.
I mean, but by just going off of that standpoint, like you said, I get the liver, the kidney shit, but once we start getting into the aesthetics, like, it's like, oh, so we just giving niggas second chances.
Hey, if somebody can give me the ligaments to Steph Curry's elbow with that jump shot.
So does that then turn around to erase your Derrick Roses? Because there's not a lot of stories like
they
that.
They would have done it if that was the case.
Well, no, it hadn't been enough time yet. This is the introduction of them being able to do it. I'm just saying Derrick Rose had that same issue, and he had to recreate his game to still be relevant in the league years later. So if we're allowing people to Lego parts in place to continue their career, then you're erasing the people that had to do that naturally.
It's a roll of the dice. You roll the dice. Anytime you take something from somebody else, your blood type is a factor. How it takes your body is a factor. But if you have the right doctors to take that risk, do you take that risk is what is now the question.
I mean, I would take it. I would take it if they allowed it. The question is, why would you allow it?
It's hard not to allow it.
Like, I mean, I'm not trying to hate on Lonzo, but was he a draw enough? Was he really a draw enough in the first place with the Lakers or the Bulls for us to be allowing this to happen? And I'm not trying to hate on his career, but it's like...
It's fair. It's fair because, like, I bring it up because he was this season away of being thrown to the side. This is the year that we're going to be like, all right, look, we're going to move on.
Anybody else would have got thrown to the side a long time ago. That's why I'm really trying to figure out. Listen, it was his brother that saved him, right? Lonzo came into the league with the Lakers. I'm not going to say he struggled, but he was on and off the bench. He then got his opportunity to really play, and he started meshing with LeBron. And then that's when people started looking at him to the point that Chicago was willing to give him that contract.
No, he went to New Orleans.
Did he go to New Orleans first?
Package deal.
Yeah, because there was a few of them that went there, wasn't it?
Josh Hart.
Yeah, Josh Hart, him, Brandon Ingram.
So how did he get to? Was it
J.J. Redick right there? They had we didn't play with AD.
No. Because that was the reason that the trade took place.
Yeah.
And did Zion come that year? Or did he come the year after?
He came the year AD got traded this year.
No, he came that year, but he was injured. because that was when JJ was talking about when they brought him in. He was like, he still ain't spoke with Zion. And it was like after games had already been played. So yeah, you right.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, you right.
Well, he was playing summer league ball.
You said what?
He played a little summer league that year.
Who's
I thought he didn't start the season, but he did. Because his first game was up.
Oh yeah, I don't know. But yeah, nah, Melo saved him. That's the only reason why people still was willing to wait around to see if he'd come back. Because Melo came out and was...
Melo saved him?
Hell yeah. Melo saved him for sure. Because the whole time while he was hurt, Melo was balling his ass off. And people was like, maybe they do got a little something. Let's see if Lonzo, that's the older brother. Let's see if he comes back and he got something to him. He's never been back. We've never waited on any other
he wasn't
player.
open before he got hurt?
It doesn't matter. The nigga's been out for what, 3 years now?
It's been like, yeah. It's been like 2.5 years.
Nobody in the history of the NBA has ever gotten that treatment. Is Lonzo a big enough draw to now be receiving it? Who we waited on this long?
Ben Simmons.
Guinea pig.
Ben Simmons gets it every year.
I don't think Ben Simmons got this. I think Lonzo was the guinea pig.
Ben Simmons don't.
So you think Ben Simmons got the back transplant surgery? It was his back, right? It was his back, wasn't it?
It was his back.
He had no back transplant.
They inserting vertebrae like them little circle Legos.
He could do it. He could take a vertebrae from a regular dude that don't do shit like that.
But my whole thing is, even when he came back and proved that he was able to jump, land, and not get hurt, his issue was more mental in the first place.
His jump shot got better.
See, the difference between Lonzo and Ben is Lonzo just got kidnapped. That nigga kidnapped. He's off of the scene. Ben, they was like, well, before we pay a ransom, we at least need to know he's alive. And Ben stepped back out on the court and was like, oh yeah, he still looks like Ben. He just must be in the head. So I'll pay that because now I'm seeing that he's at least alive. Lonzo, we still don't know. No one's heard from him. We have to see you on the court. We have to see you do something. That's what I mean. Ben, we've at least seen him on the court. He still may not be playing to the ability that he was with the 76ers, but we've seen him on the court, grabbing rebounds, getting assists, hitting layups. We haven't seen anything from Lonzo, so we don't even know if he's still alive anymore. Speaking from that analogy.
We got podcasts. He's still alive. But that's
what,
basketball-wise.
That's what I mean.
I know what you mean. Yes.
I've always thought Lonzo was overrated.
He's definitely not active.
Nah, I liked him.
You liked Ben Simmons too, and where they both play at?
LSU.
Well, no, Ben Simmons, right. Lonzo was UCLA, right?
UCLA.
Yeah,
but
Ben Simmons was LSU.
But like it was similar as far as like the hype talk coming, and then you get to the league and these niggas.
What's y'all's faith in NCAA 25?
Oh, I'm hyped for it. What you mean? That shit look hot. I'm already about to pre-order this shit next week.
A Madden clone, or you think it's gonna be something better?
No, I don't.
Go ahead, Cliff.
Oh, I was just gonna say I don't think it's gonna be a Madden clone just because of how much time that they put into it. But I don't know what and how much you can improve from what we're already receiving with Madden.
Well, a couple things. Like I told you offline, Cliff, the college football game and playbook and play style to me has always been more
the playbook for sure. The play style,
but Madden caught on though, like RPOs. Madden got all that right.
Well, see,
Yeah.
the only reason why I say the difference, right? Because there are certain differences. The reason why people liked NCAA back in the day is because the angles you could take, like even as a running back, like you could control your player more. Madden seems like it kind of locks you into lanes, and it's your job to juke your way or spin your way out of them. Where NCAA felt freer. But when it comes to like the tackling dynamics and all that, it's all the same. You're not going to see nothing new in this that you would see from Madden, which is why I think people are going to try to call it a clone, even if it isn't.
I think the game modes and stuff will be a little bit different too. You know what I mean? And like, I miss that journey where it's like, you know, let's say you're playing quarterback, right?
Dynasty?
Yeah.
It wasn't a dynasty.
No.
Dynasty was where you ran with the team and made the team good. He's talking about the career. I don't remember what they called it.
Yeah, I don't remember. But I used to like that shit. Like, you know, you get scouted eventually.
Was it the Road to Glory?
Something like that. You would go to the draft and shit. And that's when you could import your player if you had Madden.
Right.
Into Madden and yeah. They was
but that was before the online world too. With that, it's gonna be much tougher now. It's gonna be crazy.
That was before the what?
Before you can play online, now you can play online and stuff.
Oh right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, that was before you could. Right.
As they said, they took the mascot off. So that was the tough part. I missed that part.
I thought the mascot stuff was on there.
I seen where they said they took it off.
Because out of the trailers, they got the mascots in them.
It better be a setting. You can't just have somebody out there.
That shit was weak anyway. I used to hate that shit.
Yeah, but
I mean, yeah,
you
but
just got a whole team full of mascots.
Oh, you're talking about that one. Oh, right.
Yeah. On or off. Don't make it on and halfway off.
That was dumb. I thought you meant the mascots on the sidelines and shit. Like
no,
Nah, you can't have a college game without the mascots.
That's what I was about to say.
Without the college mascot,
But
I ain't trying to play no, because they had that once you got high enough, you could pick an all mascot team and shit. Like, I'm not doing that.
I think it was all 99 too.
But I mean, I think it's gonna be decent.
See what the players, if they real players this time around.
I honestly think the world got me, right? Like, and I think that they do the same thing to the kids. Like, when it comes to like the TikToks and the Instagrams and all the TV shows and the video games, like, you don't keep attention long enough. And I think that people nowadays are playing more competitive gaming than, you know, going through a storyline. And that's you really gotta, like, that's a long game. Because 3-minute quarters isn't enough. You can burn a whole quarter with one drive. So if we're playing 5-minute quarters, like, I gotta stay locked in for at least a half an hour. And I know the math doesn't add up, but I mean, with timeouts and all that, like, that's a long game. Like, that's why I think games like the hockey and the soccer and the 2K and the baseball are taking off. And the baseball still ain't got it right yet, but where you can just control your man. I just focus on my responsibility. Because playing the whole game head to head, that gets old unless you playing for money or, you know, something like, give me a reason to stay focused. Just beating you isn't enough. What are you going to give me when I beat them? Is it going to be like NCAA coins? Can I spend them on what? What do I spend them on?
Are you watching WNBA basketball right now?
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't been.
Yeah.
Liberty.
Hold on. You're not off.
You said what?
You're not off.
Well, I was talking about the NCAA, so
No, the WNBA is the same way. I would say that it's more in the infantile stage. Like the WNBA is still figuring shit out. They're still figuring that shit out. Figuring it out.
I'm following. I'm following where you're at now. Never mind.
I'm watching the DC Mystic against Atlanta Dream right now. I'm watching it.
47-48.
Both them squads.
What quarter is it? That's a good game, though.
Third quarter of 3 minutes left.
Yeah, I'm watching Mercury and Liberty play. Mercury was
That's
down.
a good game.
They were down 16. They came all the way back.
I'm saying,
Copper.
1 point is 1 point. You don't got to be the best teams in the league to be playing a good game.
Mm-hmm. These girls can hoop too, for sure.
They ain't Cameron Brand.
She's okay.
Man, get the fuck out of here, CT. You bro, you are crazy.
I seen
Bro,
that.
I've been watching. What you talking about?
I seen that. Go
She's
ahead.
about to be a dog. She's about to be a dog as one of the centers in the league. She's already looking good as a rookie.
She's okay for right now. That's what I'm saying. Like,
she just hopped in, CT.
I know. A lot of them hopped in. Caitlin just hopped in. She's hooping.
Caitlin been struggling though more than Cameron has.
I mean, but motherfuckers been on her head top though.
She got the ball 90% of the time.
Right, they're gunning for Caitlin Clips. I agree. As they should though. I'm going to test you.
Right, they should exactly. I seen the post. You seen that one? So there was the Instagram going around of the girl who was shooting foul shots. You seen that?
Mm-mm.
Girl shooting foul shots, but I guess Caitlin is her responsibility. That's who she's guarding. So she shoots a foul shot and she runs immediately back on Caitlin to guard D, but she took the second foul shot.
Had 2 free throws.
Right, and Caitlin looking like what is this bitch doing for real?
That's how focused she is on Caitlin.
Right, but see, here's the thing. I look in the comments and motherfuckers is like, what is she doing? That's ignorant, or that's, why was she... My nigga, if you guarding one of the best scorers in any league that you're playing, rec league, summer league, church league...
He said church league.
And you don't want to get cooked, you better focus on getting back on D.
Locked in.
The young lady did nothing wrong in the situation. She just didn't have her head on straight to know she had another foul shot.
And she made it, so she was good.
Right. It's not like that's basketball. I don't get how motherfuckers just be so.
First time it's ever happened.
Right. Get back on D. I'm sure the coach was drilling that in the motherfucker's head to the point that she wasn't.
No, she wasn't even. She was picking up full court. She wasn't even getting back.
For real. See, I didn't see the game.
If Caitlin was about to go get the ball, she was about to pick up full court.
What you watching that? Oh, he must have got up. What's the WNBA game on?
I watch it on Stream East.
Okay.
Get it free for a month on FanDuel.
You said what?
Get it free for a month on FanDuel.
What? FanDuel got like a app now or something?
Promotion.
Oh, a promotion. Okay, I see what you said.
You make a little bag, get a little motion.
WNBA is smart. They're strategizing. Like, I feel like this is the 1 year where they're like marketing the fuck out of themselves. I like it.
Well, they have to. They have to. And it's because of what I said. It's because of what I said. You chose. You got the Jets and all that, and all the girls ain't paid yet. So you got to make sure this is going to be a lucrative year for when they start complaining, we can give them a little something extra. But right now, we're focused on building the league. And I'm sure they're pitching it to them like the bigger the league gets, the more you'll end up getting. But right now, it's only a few of us. Let's focus on us first. Let's make sure we get paid.
Right.
That's why I said the WNBA needs a player association Fuck the NBA being the player association. You ain't playing in here. You playing in your league.
Yeah.
We need our own so we can tell you what our gripes are. So yeah, they gonna have to partner with FanDuel and whomever else they can because they gotta make a return. If they don't make a return after spending all this money that they're not gonna get money back from,
PJ.
I guarantee you, if it listen, this is how you recognize if the WNBA is in trouble. When the NCAA tournament comes back around, you're gonna see them champion a mid-tier player. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that's not as good, but that's just about to come out into the WNBA. Like, people gonna be like, Juju and them's better than, I don't care about Juju. But people they're gonna push them so they can try to get more people on board to come over to the WNBA. I know how this shit works.
Do you think that well, Angela Reese, she got tried and she got slammed like 2 or 3 times in the game, and she still just basketball.
Right.
Do you think that's like, I don't know, I don't want to sound negative, but like, is that like signs of things to come? Is it going to be more physical for the women prodigies?
You know what? That's a great question, first and foremost. My answer would be, I hope so. And not because I'm wanting them to be hard on these girls, but because I want it to get to a point where it's like, well, if the women can do it, why can't y'all soft ass men? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, in the NBA, they're fucking crying about every call that comes across. In the WNBA, they diving on the floor, everybody piling on like it's a football game. No, we need that ball.
You got hip slam once. At least a good one good hip slam. One good. It wasn't like crazier than anything I've ever seen, but
right.
I've seen other niggas fall like that.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So I hope that is the case, just so eventually the men look like, damn, like they playing more physical than we are. We need to change some shit. Because the game's getting very soft. It's getting very European.
No, it's physical.
The NBA is getting very European. And we've been talking about that for at least the past 2 years. They're trying to incorporate Euroball, and they're slowly but surely getting it.
Well, I told you the number 1 pick about to be from France again. In the same position, damn near same height, damn near.
That's what I'm saying. That they're making the game more hospitable for foreign players, so they can come in and get. And it's cool, you know what I mean? As long as y'all bringing in the Wimbies, I'm here for it. But at the same time, it is soft. It's soft as fuck. Like, y'all are soft. But you can't risk a Wimby getting hip tossed like that. You hear what I'm saying? That's the whole NBA. Yeah, he may play for San Antonio, but that's the whole NBA's bread and butter. He's making us all bread.
Hell yeah.
The first person that gets rough with him, ejected.
Well, I don't know about that, but...
Oh, I guarantee that's what they're saying. I guarantee they're telling instant flagrant. You get rough with him like that, instant flagrant.
You know who's going to try him eventually.
Real close. Do you know that when we bought me a Harley Davidson?
You know what I'm saying? Right. Right.
Do ass up again.
Right. You hear me? We know how this goes. But the more the women have to go through that, and the more eyes are on it, the more the men are eventually going to have to get back to that kind of ball. And that's what we need.
That's like saying the NFL getting back to their days. It's over with.
No, it's not at all. It's not at all like that. The only way that it would be like that is if... That's ignorant. I'm not going to say that. Is if the lingerie league started really running formations and banging bitches' heads in.
They do.
But they don't.
Some of them do. Some of them don't. But some of them.
I know what you mean. I know what you're saying. But the issue is that the men aren't going to recognize it until it's enough of them doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because the men can always say, yeah, but how many pro level are y'all really out there?
Until the men want some, you know what.
But the WNBA is completely different because we know all these women are pro level out here. Because there's more women playing basketball than there are women playing football.
For sure.
And if they can get banged up and hit checked and all kinds of nonsense, then there's no reason why you should be whining to the referee every time somebody brushes your shoulder.
Have we all seen the football lingerie version? You know what I'm talking about?
That's what the lingerie football,
What do you think that was a successful model, or is that should you change it up?
You should definitely change it up. Like, that's ignorant that you even made it that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's wild in itself when you really think about it, right? Because there are amateur women full contact football leagues across every state of the country. With real talent, mind you, as well. But you would pick the ones that are built how you want them to be built and pull their draws up their ass and send them out there in shoulder pads and a hockey helmet and tell them to go to work.
Tell me that's not a movie. That's a movie.
Nigga, life is a movie. The fuck? That's
the longest yard, the female version.
Something.
If they don't do it there, Cliff, they just gonna go do the same thing on OnlyFans and get paid.
But see, that's what I'm saying. You almost had me say some wild shit, but if that's what you choose to do, you should. But don't jump into a sport where you could potentially take the wrong hit and be brain dead.
Don't confuse the genre.
Right, just because you got ass and you're willing to let them pull your drawers up in your crack. And you know what I'm saying? Like, that's weird. Like, why not get the ladies that want to do it, that are out there doing it, and put them to work? Like, because I honestly think that would translate more to me than women's basketball. Like, just watching a real live football game.
Football now? Like flag football?
No, real football with helmets and shoulder pads. Real football, just with women playing.
You don't think it's not going to end up bad for somebody?
So you have to wean out the fat. You have to. Everybody doesn't belong. Some people are just going to be signing up.
Okay.
The fat will get weaned out before we get to the season. You know what I'm saying? You got to get them out of there. Because that's what why I said I would be more interested to watch that than the female basketball is because That's the same game. It's the same game, essentially. These women can do the exact same thing the men can do. It may be at a slower pace, but
I would say to anybody that doesn't like college men basketball, you're not gonna like professional women's basketball. It's the same thing, at some point. It's not entertaining.
I see what you're saying.
Like it's one of the things that's like, these are talented young ladies. They're all talented. They all have skills and skill sets and all that, but
they just need to lower the rim 9 foot.
I'm not gonna say that. You said it.
No, they do.
But
And I'm not. I mean, it's not enough of them that can dunk, and that's what everybody wants to see.
Yeah, but you also have those women that are like 38, 39, 37 years old, doing like the new school coming in. I'm not calling them haters and nothing like that, but
My nigga, but we've all been in a neighborhood and we've all had one of them hoops that you could raise up and lower down. It didn't matter what height you put it on, you could shoot on it.
okay.
It didn't change my shot. I still, adjustments, yes. Shot's still the same. And I'm not trying to be like sexist or anything by saying lower the rim. I'm just saying you're giving them a smaller ball, right?
Give them a smaller target.
Why not just make it equal so they can show their athleticism off like the men can? Because we know a lot of them are athletic. They're evolving to be able to dunk on the 10 foot now. Like guards.
In there, yeah.
So why not just make it more average like the males is, than have them playing on the,
I think that evolution is going to take longer.
I really don't think it's ever going to happen, just because like we had the conversation last time. You have to change them in all the gyms in high school, and
That were to happen though, what you described, if that were to happen, that's 3 years.
that change, but that changes people's interest in the sport. Now all of a sudden you've evened it out to where I'm just as interested in watching the ladies play as I am the men. If more of them is driving down the lane knowing they can put somebody on their back if I make this dunk, man, come on now. I'm watching. I'm watching just for the after celebrations.
It is interesting.
Next subject.
Next subject. I do have a question though.
I got an answer.
Before we move off of the basketball and on the other shit, do you think that this break for Boston is going
It's gonna hurt them. That's too long, Cliff. That's too long. Too much. It's like sleep, right? You get too much sleep.
It ain't that long.
Man, they said 8 or 9 days on NBA.com. You get too much sleep, what happens? Sometimes you be more tired from getting too much rest.
I think
You
the
know what I
next
mean?
team is gonna be more tired.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong about your analogy, but I think it also depends on how long this series goes. If the Mavs close them out next game, it's not that big of a deal. If it goes beyond that, now we're worried about you getting cold again from.
But the finals don't start till June regardless, though. Regardless of when this ends, remember the finals don't start till June.
Which is like next week. So
Yeah, but once again, like I said, that's 8 or 9 days still.
So you get a
You know
week
what I'm saying?
off.
Of rest.
man, that might be good for Boston. KP come back, boy.
Me personally,
CT
Cliff.
ride that.
He is.
CT riding that way. I hope he do too. I really do hope he do too, but I don't see that happening.
I'd rather keep
it since the season started.
I'd rather stay in motion, Cliff. It's like this. Okay, Cliff, perfect example, or similar thing. You go to the gym often. You know this. You take that break. Not saying you still ain't gonna go and do your thing, but you kind of feeling like, damn, I'm kind of, trying to get back in rhythm. You know what I mean?
It's like we just at home chilling.
Yeah, but exactly. That's the difference. That's what I was about to say.
You're not at home chilling. But let's be honest. When you're guarding your team and you're in practice, like AI said, this is practice, CT. This is practice. We're not talking about a game.
But we all know from playing sports, practice gets a lot more physical towards the end of the season.
But they're not going to do that with each other because they can't risk injuries or stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? So they're
not even practicing right now. We're just chilling, shooting.
That's what I'm getting at. Shooting is yeah.
I think it's more, at least how my mind sees it, is more so you're revving up throughout the season. You know what I'm saying? You're getting more intense throughout the season. So by the time you hit them playoffs, you should be able to practice at high intensity because you're already there. You're already there now. Going back now slowing it down may cause an injury because we've been revving up. We got to continue on this pace that we're on.
Just get a little recharge real quick.
Well, here's the
thing.
Recharge.
We've seen this with the Celtics before, haven't we? They make it this far. They get a little
one of the
break.
greatest ever.
They get a little break.
That's performance issues to me.
They also got 18 championships, so they made this far, and they also won a lot.
But
so
CT, we're not talking about the past. We're talking. See, here's the thing. You're confusing, CT. I almost called you Christopher right there. We're not talking about Larry Bird and them though, CT. I respect the history, not doubting that. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
He said Larry Bird, not like KG, Paul Pierce.
No. But let's be honest. Cliff. We can't. This disrespectful to not mention the ones who led the way, that created
that was repeating this shit, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Tatum's making his mark. Tatum's got 6, 7.
But here's the thing though, CT. Tatum's making his mark, but he's not a closer, CT.
What do you mean? He's averaging 30, what? 30.
No. What I mean is what I said. Cliff, am I lying though? As great as he is, he's not a closer.
Yeah, he's nowhere to be found.
1 through 4. What are you saying?
No, he's a great player.
They had Kyrie Irving on their team. That boy, that man. He was carrying them. He's not a closer.
Like I tell you every time, they made it further without him. So.
But CT, even the analysts just said the other day about Kyrie, they said that's all he knows is playoffs. That's all he knows, CT, is playoffs and how to thrive when he gets in the playoffs.
One ring, like, okay, he got one ring with Brian. Okay. What is he doing?
But no, don't say that because Jason Tatum has no rings and you're talking about he's the man.
Man, Jason Tatum's still 25. He's 25.
But it don't matter. Hey, Cliff and Aaron, Kyrie's got one ring. He can sit at that table. You understand what I'm saying, CT? He can sit at the table.
Jason Tatum gonna have that ring with a Finals MVP. Kyrie don't have
I hope he does one day. But as of what we've seen right now, as the facts state, he's not a closer. It's great if you can make it to the dance.
What you see the category? He's in the category with him and Kobe and Jordan. Like we got.
No, the fuck he's not. Who told you that?
It was a category. He got like 2,500 points in his.
Oh, okay. I thought, my bad. I thought you were saying as far as like accolades. My bad. I thought you meant. Well, hold on, but I thought you meant accolades like Kobe. I was about to say, hold the fuck up.
Nah, he ain't no closer. He was a no-show last year in the finals.
But yeah, CT, he's not a closer. I hear what you're saying.
Eastern Conference Finals.
CT, I'm
the finals.
Miami.
He damn near a James Harden.
Last year was the Nuggets and the.
He damn near a James Harden. You look good.
No,
James Harden.
He played the Warriors. You right.
You look good. But James Harden wasn't a closer.
You are nuts, boy.
He wasn't a closer.
You comparing him to James Harden is crazy.
Yeah, James Harden, his prime was similar to he was talking. He averages 30.
James Harden was never getting to the Western Conference Finals. No,
that's fine, CT. But he also never had
his team every year, and they get better every year.
I don't know if he does it by himself though.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown takes over. Jaylen Brown was the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Stop playing, Christopher.
And Tatum had led in points, rebounds, assists.
Fucking stupid. You're a fucking creep. Back up from your camera.
Fucking Christopher.
Jason Tatum led in points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks. What are you talking about?
But why didn't he win Eastern Conference Finals MVP?
Like they had to give it to
somebody else.
Tatum.
No, they would have gave it to Tatum. No, because Jokic got his MVP when he just, you know what I'm saying? They'll give it to you if you deserve it.
Eastern Conference, Jason Tatum don't care about that.
No, fact.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie though. Jason been playing. Okay, so let's put it like this. Back when Kyrie got his ring, LeBron was Batman, Kyrie was Robin. This dynamic here
is this
seems like Jason Tatum is Batman, but we got the Robin where he was feeling like I'm outgrowing this nigga.
Batman forever.
No.
Yeah, we're feeling like Jaylen Brown is the one that's really keeping him in it like that though.
Real talk.
Like shooting efficient. And you know I'm the one that's hard on Jaylen. I'm like, nah, he's been the one that's keeping him in it throughout.
Conference Finals MVP.
I can't say shit.
But go look at Tatum's numbers. They don't
matter. Tatum's numbers weren't good enough to get him in Eastern Conference.
That's what you said. You don't know. You just can't.
But Chris, CT, okay, but Jason Tatum proved two things so far. You can't win an Eastern Conference MVP. Jaylen Brown won that, right? And we don't know if you're a closer. I understand the other things he's done. I'm not disagreeing, taking nothing away. You feel me? CT, put it this way. Just like the video game. Niggas win when money.
Closer.
Niggas win head to heads, Clip, when money ain't on the line. It's cool. When that money gets down on the ground, it's close.
Did you not see this last series when they was down and they came back? Like what?
A CT. Once again, I'm talking about when it counts.
Jaylen been more efficient, and he been getting.
These games don't count.
He been getting more, if not damn near the exact same amount of points. Last game was a perfect example. Jaylen Brown shot 11 for 22, 29 points, 4 for 8 from 3. Jason Tatum 11 for 26, 3 for 11 from 3.
That's terrible, CT.
But Jason is gonna also give you 13 rebounds, 8 assists. Jaylen ain't doing that.
Nigga,
but
passing the ball.
But though that's still
playing on. How many points Pascal Storyakam had too? Like he's locking up.
I think Pascal had 14.
He's locking up.
Okay, and the fucking Pacers ain't the Mavericks nor the fucking
19. Pascal had 19.
The Pacers could not match up against the Mavericks or the Timberwolves.
The Mavericks bad. They finna kill them.
You crazy as fuck, CT. Man.
I actually do think that's a good matchup, though.
So CT. Is Tatum better than Luka? Is Tatum better than Luka?
Yeah, I'm waiting on that response. I'm waiting on your response, bruh. I'm not.
Who you rather have, CT?
I got Tatum in my top 5 though. So
okay, that's fine about your top 5. But if you could pick right now, who would you rather have, Tatum or Luka?
I'm taking Tatum and go win his championship.
I'm taking Luka.
I respect your answer, but it's Luka all day. That's
taking
great.
He's not wrong though. That's the thing. He's not wrong.
He's not wrong either. No, CT's not wrong either. It's a hypothetical first and foremost. But
5-year-old's finna go get it done. Like he's
JT
finna go to USA and get a gold medal. Like
JT, I don't know who your coach is gonna be.
Huh?
You're gonna need a coach that's gonna be willing to tell
you
him
see him
to
hugging coach. You see him
stop
hugging
fucking
coach.
shooting.
Come here, boy.
Jason Kidd's
go.
been there, done that. CT vet.
Now there's no coach.
Right. That's what's more impressive. Not no. He's
coach.
been an assistant coach.
He's not out there playing.
It don't matter. He was with the Lakers coaching when we won too as an assistant. He's got experience. He knows what it takes. He knows what it takes.
You got Brian, man. That's easy, yeah, but yeah.
Okay, and he's got Luka now. Think about it. You had Braun, now you got Luka. You're good.
Gonna go again. Tatum.
And Kyrie.
Man.
Who gonna guard Kyrie on Boston? And you know what? Hot take. If they play Boston, Kyrie knows.
Say Drew Holiday.
Kyrie knows
about Drew.
Kyrie knows how Kyrie knows how the Boston relationship ended. And let's be honest, we know they're gonna boo him in Boston and shit. Kyrie finna bust ass when he play off. They play off. Watch, he finna bust ass. That's a revenge game. It's more than the game when they play. You ain't think about that one.
Where is Kyrie?
Hey, that's how you flex on your ex, Cliff. That's what that series gonna look like for Kyrie. Watch. They did Kyrie wrong.
Gonna be burned out.
Get the fuck out of
here.
You know
what? You know what's crazy? That's crazy about that is that you seen that Instagram where they got the AIs over their mouth and Lucas say, Anthony Edwards say he got Jordan blood. He ain't got Jordan blood. If he got Jordan blood, I got the blood of Larry Legend. He said, how many times Jordan beat Larry Legend? None. 3 times Larry beat him. He said, I'm the white Batman. Kyrie is my Robin. And you just see Kyrie start laughing in the it's an AI. It's like somebody did it on AI. But it's the truth. It's the truth. Kyrie is the accent to any team that you're on. He's not the main course. He's not the steak and potatoes. He's great, but that greatness may be a side dish and a gravy that they put on top of it. Luka is going to be the main dish. He's going to get you 12 rebounds. He's going to get you 8-9 assists. He's going to get you 29, 30 points. If Kyrie scores 5 more points in that game, they get a dub. Well, they tied. But you scored 16 points.
Yep.
If you scored 6 more points, y'all are now headed into the finals already.
Watch him let him come back.
Nope. No team in the history of the NBA playoffs has come back from a 3-0 deficit to win a best of 7 series. Only 11 of 155 have even forced the game 6. That's stats. That's facts.
Mm.
But history can be.
I think I had that cocked and loaded, didn't he?
You hear me, Cliff? Come on now. CT, I knew he was going to say some bullshit.
You act like it can't be happening.
But yeah, you right. No, CT right. They said the same thing about LeBron and my Cavs. They said no teams ever came back and won a chip being down 2-1.
But okay, and how long has LeBron arguably been the best player in the world? They said
it was a 3-1. I don't remember.
But regardless, how long has LeBron been the best player in the world allegedly?
Since he been in the league for real.
So that doesn't shock me, right? That doesn't shock me. We're talking about people who don't even get that recognition. You know what I'm saying? You're expecting them to do that?
You know, it's funny that you say that. You just kind of loop me back around.
No diddy.
Caitlin Clark is getting the LeBron treatment.
But yeah. No, yeah, right.
Niggas really didn't like LeBron when he first came in the league. Like they were trying to really go at him at every chance they could, and it's the same thing happening to Caitlyn.
Target on your back, because the world made you that way. Because
right,
heavy wears the crown.
Right, that's the perfect. Anybody,
let's think about it, y'all. Don't matter what it is. Anybody that's allegedly the best in whatever it is gets hate. They might get love too, of course, but they get.
And you definitely can't be mad at these motherfuckers that are playing with her in the league with her.
Right.
Because anybody that they say, oh, they're better. Okay, all right. Let me show you.
Right, I'm always going to
try
to
do is show you.
Yeah.
So every time I see her, she's the best. Okay, every time I see her, I'm going to have to show her why she.
That's just the competitiveness. Cliff, like you said, you could be blood, you could be best friends, whatever. I'm trying to compete just like you. You know what I mean?
Once that whistle blow, I don't know y'all niggas. That's on me. That's on me and everything I love. I don't know y'all niggas.
Hear that, CT? Once you lace them up on the court, if we ain't on the same team, I don't know you. I'm dunking on you.
Don't be mad. As I was saying, don't be mad. And we might even exchange words, but after the game, we know what it is.
Hey,
when that game
you know I'm coming
starts,
with the talk.
No, CT's nice with. I could never fuck with you, CT. Cliff, I might have a shot. CT, nah.
I'm old and broke down.
Come home to play in the dust bowl.
That's why I said I might have a shot. That's why I said I might have a shot.
I'm old and broke down now, baby.
Cliff will surprise you with a little burst though. Cliff be having that little that speed burst out of nowhere. And
Mark ain't seen half of me. He just seen a few things.
Cliff Deshaun Jackson Light right now, man.
I'm broke down. I ain't down. I'm RG3 out here. I'm broke down. I ain't coming back.
You right. You damn right. This nigga get hurt doing damn near whatever.
You don't want to be RG3.
I used up all my attribute points very early in life. God was like, you took too many hit points. Now I can't save you no more. You just gotta take these L's. And I've been taking them ever since.
I had a nigga text me the other day talking about what's up with the flag football. I said, I gotta talk to my people. I don't know.
Oh, I'm still in. Yeah, I'm still in. You ain't
been to OTAs and training camp.
Nigga, I've been training since
the womb.
Damn sure the womb. But I'm saying I've been back in the gym since what? March?
Oh, yeah. True.
I ain't never been in the gym playing flag football back in the day before. I'll be alright.
True.
But this ain't about us. Shit, we ain't shit.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm taking Luka over Jason. I do think either way, if they play, it goes 7 games. But I would rather have Luka. Luka, to me, I would trust more to try to close it out.
I will say, if
you know he's guarding Luka too.
No. Rephrase your words. He's going to try to.
Ain't no try.
He's going to try to. What you mean? What?
I would honestly put Drew Holiday on Luka.
Who's Luka not giving buckets to CT in the league?
I would put Drew Holiday on Luka. And then I will put Jaylen Brown on Kyrie. And then Jason Tatum.
JT roam around.
Yeah. And play your offensive position. That's what I would do. Because you still got Derek White out there, and he's going to play help unless they drag him to the corners.
And why they play help?
Low-key rest on defense. You know?
Right. Because you only really got to worry about those two. Mm-hmm. Not, aside from certain shit happening.
Daniel Gafford, he's an alley-oop for bust.
Yeah, Gafford's not, he may hit a 3 or 2 throughout the series.
Yep. They really ain't got no bench for real.
Who, Dallas?
Yes.
They got
fine. They must have a decent bench to make it this far.
They got
2 star players. That's good. That's all you need.
You know who they should never got rid of, Cliff?
I don't know why my words ain't coming today. Go ahead.
You know my boy, Scene 75. They should have never got rid of my nigga. Yeah, that bad man that went to Northland, Cliff. Play with Solinger. I don't gotta say his name.
Trey Burke.
They should have. Hey, but for real though, all bullshit aside, they should have had him though. He shouldn't have. He was good on the bench.
He is a bucket. He'll get you a bucket.
He'll get you a bucket.
He'll get you a bucket.
I know he's hot.
If he don't get you nothing else, he'll get you a bucket.
He'll get you a fucking bucket. So
they had Jalen Brunson. So yeah.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. That is, but no, fuck that. I take Kyrie.
It was a win-win. Yeah.
Yeah. True. It worked out. Shit.
Most definitely.
Well, we're seeing how much it worked, but
yeah, no, I like. Like I said, we're gonna see what they do against. Y'all see what Ant told the reporter? They was like,
he told Michael Parsons.
Well, that one, but they was talking about like, how do you feel about the next game? Like, he was like, something like we ain't going home, but I'm making sure we ain't. Something about like I'm planning on getting the win. Reporter was like, why do you feel like you're like? Why do you feel like you're gonna get a win? He said, what am I supposed to say, that we're gonna lose? Like,
I think he said, he said, what did your Michael Parsons say? He said, Michael Parsons had on my shoes.
Yeah.
He's like, I told him I'd bring him back prepared for game 6.
Right.
He's like, what am I supposed to say? We supposed to lose? Like,
right. Like,
yeah,
what?
Definitely.
What kind of? You know what I'm saying, CT? Like, what?
But dude be cussing on there, like.
Oh, he do.
I ain't never really seen no player like just.
He's young. I like it.
And he from Atlanta.
No, he just came out of nowhere.
He from Atlanta, and
I told you about his story, Cliff.
That's a new Atlanta. That's not the old Atlanta. Well, y'all are young anyway.
It ain't just like the slight cuss word.
Nigga, I got gray hair.
No, he like motherfuckers and.
Right.
And fuck, like he's like fuck no. He be saying stuff like.
He keep it real. I like that. He real. He's man. He's him. He's real. He's authentic. Like we're witnessing something special in the making.
I mean, when you that good, you get to do what you want. I've always told you that. When you good at what you do, you get to do what you want.
Perks and benefits, a little, rewards.
Be good at what you do.
You're right.
Doing whatever you want for a year.
Within reason, of course, but
right, don't
you can't do whatever you want. You can't just take over the company or nothing, but play a role. But do what you want.
Cliff, who gets the better head coach? Your Cavaliers in their search or my Lakers in their search?
Of course, LA.
Lakers, yeah.
No. Don't say that, because I know what y'all are thinking. I understand where y'all are coming from, but let's be real. Even with the money and all the things, we'll just say, right? They haven't been picking the best coaches here recently, fellas. Let's be real. They haven't.
Nah, you right.
What do you mean?
The question the question for y'all is how much of LeBron is involved in this election.
Right. And isn't LeBron up for a option?
Yeah, no, he definitely is. He definitely is.
All that's going to play a factor, I think. And didn't look like we didn't get to this yet. So Bronny announces that he's foregoing going back to college and he's going to stay in the NBA draft.
Yeah, because they've already had the conversation.
Yeah.
They've already had the conversation. That leads you to believe.
Some teams been calling or something. He says he's only working out for 2 or 3
Cavs.
That leads you to believe that they either have a plan up their sleeve or LeBron is willing to leave LA.
All right, let me ask y'all this, because do y'all feel like this is connected or coincidental? Bronny decides, like I said, he's going to stay. He's going to be in the draft. LeBron's up for player option or whatever this summer.
He's a free agent. He's going to be a free agent.
Right. Is that coincidental?
No, it's not coincidental. He said that. He said that when he was saying that when he left Cleveland. He said that he wanted to play with his son. So of course we knew he was going to arrange his deal to be free when his son was coming into the league.
Let me ask you this: was this LeBron's master plan? Meaning, hey, LA, I'll re-sign with you on one condition.
Bronny.
If Bronny's still available, which you should.
I mean, that would be the best option because you remember I said, if it's business, if we're just talking business, like no snake shit, I'm drafting Bronny and holding him hostage.
Right.
Come to here. Come wherever I'm at.
Special. He's gonna turn out to be something special.
He is. I know he is.
Hell no, Bryce will though.
I'm drafting him early. People gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, so and so was still on the board," and he drafted Bronny James. Yeah, because either your daddy's coming or you getting shipped to the G League, my bruh.
Y'all thought the same thing about Zaire Wade. Quit.
Nah, Bronny ain't no Zaire though.
Zaire's dog coming out of high school and everything. He was heavily talked about. He was supposed to be him.
Bronny, but Zaire was, his head was further along than his skills were. If that makes sense. He thought he was better than what he was offering to the table. Bronny is already making a name as a grinder. He's not a scorer. He's a grinder. He's going to get you the right pass, good defensive play, all that. And then we can just hope that his offense comes into, grows into his game. I'm taking that over the guy that thinks that he has to shoot 22 shots a game to average me 20. I don't want it. I don't want that on my team.
On that Jay Vizzle on 2K.
I want efficiency. I want somebody that feels like, just give me 8 shots. I'll put up 15, 16.
On some mouth shit. Yeah, you right.
And that turns into more buckets, because if you got a whole team full of people that feel like that, you pass to any one of us as checkmate. I didn't plan on taking this many shots, so now you just making me happy.
Gotta spread that ball. Gotta spread that ball.
So yeah, Bronny's gonna be great. I would love to have him on Cleveland.
I think any team's gonna do that, Cliff and CT, meaning like any team
drafting for LeBron.
Right. Like I think, but I think that's gonna be LeBron's, because like again, he's gonna be.
So here's my thing though. Like I said, I would love to have Bronny on Cleveland.
It's possible.
I would love to have Bronny compete with Darius Garland for the point guard spot, like to the point that Darius actually comes out of his shell. He's been in the shell since he came in the league. So if we get a player like Bronny that helps him come out, only thing about it is if LeBron chooses to come,
mighty bait that they don't take.
I don't trust who you're gonna get rid of to get the team you feel like you can do it with. I don't trust it.
That can mess up a whole franchise, huh?
You've already done it once to us. I don't want to see it.
Why does your boy do that, CT? Why is that, CT is a LeBron fan? Why does he do that to teams?
Because he has the power.
He self-sabotages a lot of teams that he besides.
But it's not. You're absolutely right. But in his mind, self-sabotage happens after you've already done the deed.
Yeah.
If you knew beforehand that you're fucking everything up, you're not gonna do it. So I can't just put it on him like yes, he is self-sabotaging, because that's the definition of the word. But it's also not like he's trying to chop and screw a team on purpose either. He gets to the playoffs regardless.
No matter what jersey he's in.
And maybe he feels like that's his duty, right? Because he's like, damn, I done fucked this team up royally. I'm the king. Let me try to work us back in here.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting this summer between, like I said, LeBron's decision. Because the question is, so the draft versus LeBron's decision. There's a deadline on both. Which one comes first? That's a real question.
The draft.
Free agency don't start till July 4th, I think.
Yeah, the draft's gonna come
June
first
28th.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, LeBron's not gonna make a decision until the very last minute unless he feels like this was the plan all along.
Right.
I'm sure a couple of teams gonna send him some pictures too. Send him some, you know what I'm saying, he's gonna pull up. But he got USA ball to go to too, so I don't know what he gonna really do. So
I mean, but I would say
I'm sure he'll pick a team before USA. But
that's what niggas need to be getting ready for. I hope we do great.
oh, you know he will be.
But y'all know Wemby's gonna play for France.
He said France.
Yeah. Wemby
yeah.
gonna play for the French.
As he should. Him and Gobert and all them, but
Bear too. Yeah.
It's going, and you know, Luka's team is low key nice.
Yeah.
Whoever because they made a run 1 year or a couple years back. I think Luka. Where's Luka from?
I think he plays for Lithuania.
Whoever he played, like his squad, they made it look like because that's.
I don't know. I don't know where he's from,
yeah.
but I think him and Porzingis usually play for Lithuania.
They got some ballers in other countries, like, and obviously
Oh,
their
of
style
course.
is different. Well, no, I'm just saying, but their style's different too, and like sometimes.
And nobody's ever noticed that the United States is taking the military aspect with the NBA like they do with everything else. We'll put bases in all the best playing areas of the world so we can funnel in the players that we want into the NBA. It's the same way they do with the military. We coming to protect. We gonna put a few embassies here just to protect y'all. But nah, really you just wanna gain intel and the best assets and send them back to the United States.
America may be the most nosiest country that there is. Like I know South Korea, you know what I'm saying? I know like other places.
We definitely Karens.
Russia, but like America is nosy and
we definitely Karens. We put it on ourselves and it'd be like,
right.
You gonna attack us? Why would you attack us? What did we ever do to you? Yeah, that's us.
That shit's so true. It be blowing my mind.
It is. Meanwhile, the Russians is over there taking caffeine pills and fucking cocaine. Like, just let us get at them.
Another set of 10 set of 10.
Set us out. Just drop us out of a plane with no parachute. We gonna get them Americans.
Them niggas is tough. Or the Irish.
Well, we got most of them, so.
But yeah, you're right.
We got more Irish here than Irish got in Ireland, so they like, I guess we're allies with America.
But these are American Irish. You know they always separate from the homeland with a lot of these races. Or back, you know what I'm saying?
They ain't going to Russia.
Oh no, they ain't going to Russia. Hey, we know Russia don't fucking play, and they look. Y'all see how long they kept Brittany Griner?
You seen that fucking? Now that's when I always knew Russia was the deal, not the deal, but you know what I mean.
I know you don't fuck around, you know.
They had that. I think they took it off of Netflix. It was so deep. Unless it was never on Netflix and it might have been on Amazon Prime, but it was a documentary about the orphans in Russia. And they got more orphans that aren't accounted for than orphans like in like orphanages and shit like that. And they just be living in abandoned brick houses in the snow. Like snow everywhere, and they're just living in stories of brick houses, like young though, like 19 years old by themselves. And I was just thinking like, oh my gosh, you're creating monsters out there.
Chaos.
Those are monsters you're creating. And I don't mean it like that, because
I know what you mean.
Because you could have the most sentimental and sweetest child in the world that had to go through some shit like that. But for the most part, you are hardening those kids to a level that I don't think the world's seen quite yet. Because even here, you can be a displaced child and you can find areas to be warm.
Right.
We don't get the kind of weather they get and all that. But to be there 9 and 10 years, man, listen, I'm trying to tell you. That's why they banned them. They like, oh, they living like this and they cheating. We got to get them out the Olympics. We got to get them out the Olympics. Wait till you see the Russia. I believe this is the first year that they're like free to compete with no penalty.
Really?
They gonna come out with a 7'6" Shaquille O'Neal. Like this. He gonna walk out like this.
They probably will. I'm surprised they don't.
He gonna push Wimby like a dart. Right to the sideline.
You think they're not? They're gonna build something in the lab.
I'm trying to tell you. But yeah, I ain't got my nigga just popped back. I ain't got much else. Who we got hitting them? Unless we got something else. Oh, we do got quick touch on
Bill Walton passed away. Heavenly R.I.P.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, prostate.
He said heavenly R.I.P.
He said who passed over here.
Heavenly HTS for him.
Yeah, he passed away.
That's tough. He was a party too. But that Usyk Fury rematch set before Christmas.
Yeah. It's going down.
They try and get niggas pulled over.
Boots and who? You said it was Boots and who?
No, Boots fights the white dude, Josh Kerrigan. No, what's his name?
So what's the fight before Christmas?
The Tyson Fury Alexander Usyk rematch.
Oh.
I think I might give it to Tyson on that one.
Hell no.
He didn't win the last fight though. You thought he won the last fight?
No, I called Usyk to win the last one, but this next one, the rematch, I think I'm giving it to Tyson. Tyson could have knocked Usyk out prior to that whole situation happening, and he just stood there and let him get his legs back.
It was a Mike Tyson, Buster Douglas situation.
I wouldn't quite say that. Usyk is a dog. And I'm not saying that Buster isn't a dog. I train with Buster. But I train.
He said that was a lightweight flex. I trained with Champ, but you know what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? I trained with him for a little bit, but
okay, I didn't know that. When he was out there by like Sunbury area, you know what I'm talking about? Like off Sunbury and shit.
He was, yeah, but he was a little deeper, but But yeah, Tyson Fury, I think I'm gonna give him the decision on that one. I don't really see him getting him out of there unless he really training on some bullshit. Tyson Fury has a habit of taking it easy, and he ain't gonna get no easy.
What I want to know is all this buddy that Mike Tyson and Jake Paul got on display, rather than the traditional,
It's an exhibition
all
fight.
that the boxers do. I want to know when it comes down to the fight, does Mike take it easy on him, or is Mike gonna be Mike?
It's an exhibition fight, man.
No, it's not.
You don't think so?
No,
So
it's not.
you gonna go full throttle?
They've already announced that it goes on professional records.
Okay.
Because we've never seen Mike be buddy or anything with anybody before.
No, I think they'll hug it out after, but
He also just had a health scare though. He also
on the plane.
I seen that. I wonder what that was about.
They said it was an ulcer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing that
But if that's the case, you give Jake Paul a chance against Mike Tyson, going full-fledged at 60.
No, I give Jake a chance, but
Whoa.
no, I give him a chance.
I do.
But the fighter's chance, they say?
No, he definitely has a chance, but my whole thing is who's ever really knocked him out? Like Buster caught him.
Oh, Mike.
Yeah, but nobody's ever really we've never
Mike
seen.
Tyson?
Yeah,
Vander Holyfield,
Lennox Lewis?
Lennox.
those are all TKOs.
Okay, so there's a white dude.
Yeah,
No, I know
TKO
you're
as well.
Nah, that big white motherfucker.
Yeah,
I can't think of his name.
that was a TKO as well. He didn't knock him clean out. Only person that I can recall that's ever knocked him out that he did not get up from the count was Buster Douglas.
Well, knocked out. Well, I guess.
Everybody else beat him on his feet.
He's capable of being knocked down, I guess is what.
No, I thought he got knocked down again by somebody else.
No, knocked down, yes. I'm saying knocked out.
Knocked out. I must be
Yeah,
wrong.
not getting up. That's a KO is not getting. You didn't make it up from a count, or the ref just waved it. TKO, you can still be standing. You could, you could get back up, and the ref stops it. That's a TKO. I can see that taking place, like a Jake Paul TKO taking place, but it won't be a knockout. And if anybody, I think it goes to Mike getting it, because Jake got rocked by Tyson Woodley in their first fight. Fell back up against the ropes. You can't do that with Mike.
I don't know what this mic gonna show, but yeah, I think Jake gonna.
Now I'm putting my money on Mike, especially if the odds look right. Money on Mike. But I bet they'll end up being even, because it's a lot of older folks that's thinking Mike still got it. I mean, it's not really a question. He do still got it. It's just a matter of, can he still portray that in the ring?
Right.
You can look great training all you want, but ring is different. But who hitting them? We out of here. My bladder full.
Shit.
Mine's got a Tyrese Halliburton for cheese at the Indy whatever NASCAR thing that was.
What'd he do?
Was blowing him up. Did you see that picture of Tyrese Halliburton at the NASCAR thing?
Mm-mm.
Oh, Indy 500.
Yeah, he was cheesing. The social media was blowing him up because it was like, he ain't even look hurt. He ain't got no cast on him.
No,
Lord, that's PR, nigga. I'm doing PR, nigga.
He was like, he was out there.
Let him motherfucker live, boy. Let him live.
Yeah, it's just so funny though. I ain't little Tyrese from old sweet. No, they gonna be though.
Well, I'm giving mine to. Quiet.
I think I'm gonna get mine to the Pacers. Fuck them, they weak as hell. Y'all niggas got swept. Couldn't win at least one game.
I'm gonna get
Ain't
mine.
the first thing to get swept.
This nigga Lonzo out here putting in, doing Frankenstein.
It's
shit.
hard not to. It's hard not to, and I gotta piggyback off that, because the mad scientist is the NBA.
It's a lie, nigga. My knee. It's a
The
lie.
fuck. I feel like that whole situation is wild to me, but Listen, both of them hit him. Yeah, I gotta take a piss. Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell them niggas to troll. We out this bitch. We'll catch y'all next week.
Make sure you white, Cliff.
Yeah, your mama.